always remember that once you put God first, he'll get you where you need to go, okay? A CapCut content creator. I love editing when it comes to CapCut. My website up also because what your girl is a travel consultant. I did get the DJI. This has been on my list to get. It has been a goal of mine. Vision board. I did create a vision board with my girl, Kia Nicole.
Set apart, covered and blessed. I serve God and say it with my chest. Wake up, thankful for his patience, grace and salvation.
Hey y'all, hey, what's up? It's your girl Shanelle Alaine, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Coco family, and if you're returning, welcome back. All right, y'all, happy new year to everyone. I know this video is kind of coming a little bit later than expected, but I've just been traveling, I've been enjoying life, and I've been quite busy. So life been lifing, and I have to enjoy it while I can. You know, we're here for not a long time, but a short time. So we do have to enjoy what God has given us. So y'all, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and hop right into this video. So hopefully everybody has been having a wonderful year. Hopefully everything has been going well. You're getting your heart's desire. This is just kind of to touch base and give you guys like a little update, a little, you know, life update, if you want to call it, of what's been going on with me behind the scenes. And, you know, I just know that God has so much more for me, but this is just scratching the surface. Okay, so that's all it is. So let's hop into it. For me, let's talk about life. Where have I been? What have I been up to? Like I briefly stated, I have been traveling. When I say travel, I've been traveling with my kid, with my friends. Like I've just been enjoying life and what it has to throw at me. Even if it's a weekend trip to go somewhere, I have a few more things that I really got to get into with y'all for sure. But that's kind of where I've been, just enjoying and living more so in the moment, and not always having a camera in my face trying to capture every moment. Even though that is important, I've just been more so in the moment per se. So there's that. If y'all see me looking down, I also do have other topics I want to talk to you guys about, and I also add little things somewhere here on the screen to let y'all know what's been going on with your girl for real. Okay, so first things first, y'all, let's get into what 2026 kind of means for me. This is the year that you okay, Pop? He's sitting next to me. He just bumped his head. This is the year that your girl turns 30. This is the year that is for the Pisces, if you might say. This is the year for like rebirth, the year for growth, year for so many different things, and year just to kind of put yourself and align yourself where you need to be. You know, that's kind of the year for us Pisces, and just people in general. Every time you start a new year, it's a better opportunity in the best way, you know, possible to have a successful year. Every month isn't going to be easy. Every month isn't going to be the same. Some months are going to be hard. Some months are going to be easy. But just always remember that once you put God first, he'll get you where you need to go. Okay, it's not always easy. We don't always share our struggles. Sometimes we just kind of share the happy moments, but there's a lot that takes you to get to that happy moment sometimes too. So we have to also take time to sit down and reflect on that throughout life. So that's kind of a few things that I wanted to touch on. For me, 2026 means being selective. Okay, so there's times where I am going to step away from some people or ghost on some people. I don't know if you want to call it ghost, because to be honest, when you're working on yourself, you're not ghosting anybody. When you're working on yourself, sometimes you just don't have the time and the energy to pour into others, because listen, if a cup that's half full, therefore you don't have enough to pour into everybody's cup. So I'm learning to just step back a little bit more in 2026 and kind of just let all the cards play out how it's supposed to. You know, if of course I'm going to have energy and effort for people as long as it's reciprocated. If it's not reciprocated, I'm just going to wash my hands of it and step away. So that's something that I'm setting for 2026 with things in my life, with people in my life, with situations in my life. Just be more intentional as a whole, being more intentional when it comes to being a mom. You know, I spend time with my kid. I make sure I'm checking on her, seeing how she was in school. Did she have a good day? What does she want to talk about? We sit down and I have moments where, I tell her, hey, you need to open up, let me know what's going on. Just kind of making sure that she knows I'm always a safe space for her. Even if she think I'm going to get upset about something, I'd rather you tell me than keep it from me. Putting my mental health where I need it to be, and just showing up for myself in general, putting myself first. There's a lot of times us as women and as people in general, we tend to pour our energy and focus into other people because people need us, and you just want to be there as a good friend, but then you forget all about yourself. And it's like, if it goes back to that cup, if you don't have your cup full, you can't really pour into someone else's cup. So that goes back to being intentional, making sure I'm okay first before I check in on other people. Being more structured in things, like, trying my best to work on my time management for sure. Like I've said that a few times in videos. Calm down, Papa. I said that a few times in videos in my life, going to bed on time, making sure, get down, Papa, get down. Going to bed on time. Thank you for the kisses. Okay. All right, okay, down. Going to bed on time, making sure that I'm being more intentional with my meals, my lifestyle changes. And you know, from y'all, most of y'all know I've been in the gym. I've been consistent. I took about a week off or so, the week and a half, because I've been traveling and I can't go to the gym and travel at the same time. My whole attention is on traveling and packing. So there is that, y'all. But just be more intentional with my lifestyle changes, intentional with my eating habits, intentional with my fitness goals and things that I want to achieve for 2026. Also being intentional with dating, y'all. You know, I don't really get into that too much on this channel, but being intentional with dating. When I tell you I don't have the time, the patience, I just don't have it in me. I don't have it in me, but I do want to be more intentional with dating this year. You know, I kind of sat out the dating pool for a little bit, so I think now it's like time that I actually take the time to really like put myself out there for referral. So that's something else I want to be more intentional about. Creating boundaries and all those things are also a part of structure and being intentional. Next thing I want to share with y'all, if I see me looking down, I'm trying to remember because it's been a little minute that I hopped on this camera. There's a few things out. Next thing I want to get into, your girl did become a CapCut content creator. I love editing when it comes to CapCut, and I also love to create the templates and just kind of see the final product. I love how everything comes together. I love to cut. I just love to do the whole editing process. It's satisfying for me, and it brings out like my experience or someone else's experience. So I did go ahead, y'all. I did apply, and your girl got approved. Yay! Drop that down in the comment for me. Thank you. So I am a content creator for CapCut. So I'm able to create templates. So if y'all come across my templates, well, of course, my name will be Shanelle Alaine. I don't think there's a link that I can share. They do have links on there, but it's hard to share it to social media. I've tried a few times and it just wasn't working. So if y'all come across my template, please do use it, or you can look it up if you need inspiration and stuff. I post like travel content, beauty content, and just inspirational content. That's kind of like my niche over there in CapCut. So if you come across it, go ahead and help yourself, edit in there. Thank you. Big shout out for your girl. So there's that, y'all. So I'm very, very proud of myself. I took the chance of doing it. I love to do it, and so far it's a whole new learning experience, but it's fun. You know, I'm already creating content, so why not like get my creativities and my creative sides out? That helps me also. Please stop biting, Mom. Stop, Gucci. No, this is what's happening right now. Stop it. Also, y'all, let's hop into more fun news, y'all. So, you know, your girl loves to travel. That's just something I've always loved to do as from a little kid, from a little girl. I've always loved to travel. I enjoy it. I love creating memories, just kind of finding like hidden gems and hidden things. I just love to do that, you know, come up with the itinerary for our trip and just be like full of adventure and just plans, day 1, day 2, all the plans and activities. So I say, you know what do I love to do? I have a passion when it comes to traveling. I have a passion when it comes to enjoying and, you know, doing fun things, especially out of country, out of city, out of town, and just, you know, finding like the things that typical people won't find for like a good, reasonable price. That's what I love to do. So that is a passion of mine, y'all. So with that being said, I will also add here, I do have my website up also, because what, your girl is a travel consultant, period. So if you're ever looking for a trip and you just like stuck and you just don't know what to do, you can go ahead on the website. I'll be placing right here. You can select your package and I'll do everything for you. All you got to do is pay for it. That's it. You know, I'll do everything. Like, I'll tell y'all what to do. You got to book and pay. I'm not a travel agent. I'm a travel consultant. There is a difference. Travel consultant, you consult with me before you go. Like, let's say you want to go on this trip and you're like, oh, you know, I don't know if it's dangerous. I don't know. This is my budget. This is what I want to pay. You know, that's where I'll come in and say, okay, you know, this is your budget. I'll find all the things for you, and then you'll go ahead and, you know, book everything. Of course, make sure it makes sense. And I do all the hard work for you. Plan your whole day. Yeah, that's what I love to do, y'all. So go ahead and support your girl here. And even if you don't travel, send it to a friend that sent a friend, because that's how you get out. Just sharing it for me is so much appreciated. I thank y'all so much for doing that. So that's the start of something new. It's more so like a hobby for me right now, but eventually I'm speaking it to me, and baby gonna take off with that. Next thing that I want to hop into, I just have all these cute little fun updates for y'all. Your girl also I took content creating a lot serious. Like I said, I've gotten into CapCut. Of course, I got to TikTok here and there. You know, I've gotten into YouTube. I've gotten into all of this, y'all. And YouTube for me, y'all, has been around since college. I have a whole college page with me and my friends back then to take content more serious now for me, you know. Shout out to y'all for subscribing to me too. Period. I've hit over 500 subs, so thank y'all for that. That's just a start. That's just a milestone, and I hope y'all do stick around and see the growth, because now your girl will be stepping into her 30s soon, and y'all will be able to kind of like grow with me, like as I transition from like, you know, learning in my 20s to becoming a full-blown woman. So there's that, y'all. But I did kind of want to show y'all, I did get the DJI. This has been on my list to get. It has been a goal of mine. And I'm like, you know what? I pay for extra storage on my phone. I've been shooting content on my phone, long way, short way, everything I've been doing on my phone. And I love it. I really, really do. But it's taking up so much space, so much storage. I'm paying every month, and I'm still running out of storage on my computer, on the Mac. The Mac don't have that much space. I'm running out of storage on my phone, and I'm running out of storage on my email. I'm just running out of everything. So I just made the conscious decision that if you really, really want something, you really, you know, want to go get it in life, you got to invest in yourself. So I did invest in me a DJI camera. Let me pull this on out for you. Here we go. Let me power her on. Flip her. She doesn't have an SD card in right now. There's no SD card. Oh, I'm bright as hell, but there's no SD card in there right now. But that's her. She's very, very pretty. I have to also get her a case and everything. So, yeah, there's that. And then there's also like an extra battery and stuff that comes in here to charge with it. So I'm excited for that, y'all, to play around with it and get more familiarized with it. I'm excited for that. But if I can get it out of here, there's an extra battery that comes with it. I didn't get the creator combo because I feel like I already have mics and I could just buy the extra stuff later. So I just got the basic thing to get me where I need to go. And I do got to order a case for that also. Breathe. Moment of breath, sighing and breath. The next thing I kind of wanted to get into, y'all, is the vision board. I did create a vision board with my girl Kia Nicole. So for me, y'all, I create a vision board every year because I feel like it keeps me on track. It helps me to know what I need to achieve, what I want, what I'm supposed to look forward to for the upcoming year. I know what it is for me. I know, like, okay, these are goals and it's da-da-da. So this year, my best friend and I, you know, Kia Nicole, we had decided to do the bingo board. I have two boards actually that I'm supposed to be creating. I did a bingo board with her, and then I also wanted to do one that was more aesthetically pleasing, which was like photos and kind of like seeing that, you know, the vision that you want your life to eventually develop into. It's all a part of, like, you know, manifestation and praying and all those things. You can't see goals happen sometimes in front of you, but God is also working in the background. So it's kind of like that for me with the vision board. So we did do a bingo board. I thought that was super, super cute. So different things like prayer boards. You could do different things like, you know, career goals. You could do different things like lifestyle. I did a mixture of things on there. So for me, I just kind of wanted to touch on a few things that I had on my vision board. For one, I came up with the concept to write a letter to myself. I'm 29 right now, so I'm gonna write a letter to myself that's gonna say, open me when you're 35. So that's actually something I want to do before I turn 30. I kind of can see my progress over the years and see if I've achieved all the goals that I needed to achieve, if I've hit what I need to hit, my milestones in life. So I think that's super, super cute. That's something I wanted to share with y'all. The next thing is, y'all, I said I wanted to skydive before I'm 30, and y'all, I don't know about jumping out of a plane, but I think I want to try the indoor skydiving. I feel like that's still an experience. It's not the jumping out of the plane, but you are propelled, you know, with air, and it feels like you're jumping out. So I don't know. That's still something that I want to do. Of course, travel more. That's always been on the agenda. That's something that I've always enjoyed doing since I was a kid. I love to get on somebody's plane. And then, y'all, also continue to work on structure, you know, when it comes to like work, everyday work, 9 to 5. When it comes to YouTube, be more intentional with growing my audience in YouTube. I feel like I need to connect with you guys a little bit more, because it's like, yeah, you know, like sometimes I'll go months without posting that beauty stuff, and then I'll just pop up and post beauty stuff. So I got to make sure I have my page like growing, you know, in beauty, in travel, in lifestyle, in hauls. Like I'm making sure I'm being more consistently dropping videos on those things. There is going to be a lot of lifestyle vlogs because I'm always out and about and I'm always doing something. something. So y'all probably gonna see more of that than you would a travel. You know, I do gotta go on the trip. I do gotta come back. I do gotta edit. And I don't have an editor, you know. So as I continue to grow and stuff, I think that's things I look into, getting me an editor so I can get videos out to you guys more. But as of right now, I'm doing everything, y'all. So I'm busy. I have a 9 to 5. I'm a mom. I'm a mom to a human child. I'm a mom to a doggy child. I work. I got my travel consultant business going on. I got CapCut going on. I got YouTube going on. Y'all, I do have a lot of stuff going on. So I just want to continue to pour into myself. So if I like distance myself a little bit or I pop off of YouTube, just be understanding. Just know I got a lot going on. I try my best to communicate with y'all, but sometimes the girl just be in the moment. I can't get to y'all all the time. But yeah, there's that. But yes, y'all. So I just wanted to come give you guys just a little bit and pieces of what's going on. Start off the new 2026. And like, we're just going to do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful. I'm grateful. You know, things aren't always going to work out exactly how you planned it. But sometimes God always have things, not sometimes, 99.9% of the time, God have things pre-planned. So it's always going to be better his route than yours. So that's something I want y'all to keep in mind. But as of right now, 2026 has been going amazing for me. I'm super thankful. I'm super grateful. And it's nothing but God. So I want to keep looking forward to that. Keep growing with y'all. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.